So I'll just kind of first start off asking you to introduce yourself. What's your name? What do you do? All that.
Sure. My name is Rachel Blankenship, and I have multiple job descriptions, but primarily I'm a litigation paralegal working in family law. I also am a domestic mediator and a parenting coordinator and a parenting supervisor.
That is awesome. You're a woman of many talents.
I do a lot of kid stuff.
Okay. So how are you doing in your career? What are some of the things you find really fulfilling about what you do each day?
Depending on the day. But I'm very kid focused. I'm always been a big advocate of taking care of your children, doing what's best for them, education. So to help families or individual parents, however the case may be, do better, be better for their kid and ultimately help their kid, that's to me what it's about.
And you mentioned education. Well, what was your educational pathway to get where you are?
Crooked, winding. I actually have a bachelor's degree in history that I have never used. After I graduated college, the first time I owned a flower shop and did event planning and floral design. I don't even know how that came about anymore because that's been 27 years ago. But I was working an event one day, and it was a pretty large event. And a gentleman walked up to me and he said, "Are you the coordinator?" I said, "Yes." I'm assuming he wants to talk to me about planning an event. So we're chatting about event planning and coordinating things and juggling many tasks. And he said, "I would like for you to come and work for me." I'm thinking, okay, what you got? He was a litigation attorney. He was a trial attorney, and he wanted somebody to help coordinate his trials. And I thought, okay, what's it pay? Okay, sign me up. So he said, "Just do this one trial with me. If you like it, if it's worth your time, maybe you can do a few more." I closed my event business about a year after that, and I've been in the legal system ever since. So I went back to college, got my bachelor's in legal studies, and I've gone back several times to get additional certifications and training.
That is awesome. So, you talked a little bit about that it's really fulfilling to work, especially with kids and helping people be better. What is some of the, without having to go into a lot of detail, some of the more hard and not so glamorous parts of your career?
Seeing what people are capable of doing to each other is devastating.
Mhm.
I will never forget my first round of discovery. Discovery is a process that the court uses where the attorneys discover the evidence and they send back and forth what it is that they're going to use in court. And my first round of discovery that had crime scene photos, that I will never forget that. Just seeing what people can do to each other is probably the hardest thing for me.
All right. And really one more thing. If there are kids, like myself or other high schoolers that might be interested in doing what you do, what are some of the things you say we should do to prepare ourselves for that kind of career?
I feel like doing an internship or getting to know how the legal field works. Everybody thinks, "Oh, I want to be an attorney." They don't necessarily understand what it takes to be an attorney. I think that a lot of people see, oh, attorneys make really good money, they're all rich. Attorneys work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I'm a paralegal and a mediator. I don't even have a bar number. I have an ADR number, and my phone rings, my texts go off. All weekend, all night. It's not a 9 to 5 job, so you need to prepare yourself. I've had 2 or 3 young ladies who have come in and interned, and they ended up choosing a different career path, all 3 of them. And I found that interesting because it is not for everyone. And, you know, I'm often asked, how come I didn't go ahead and get my law degree? I have enough level of responsibility that I don't need to add that level of responsibility, where I am directly responsible for someone else's life, literally, whether it's a child or whether it's a criminal case that somebody could go to prison for the rest of their life, or a personal injury case where somebody has been devastated physically, and the reward that is granted through the judge and the jury is not going to be allowed. It's not substantial enough for them to survive with their injuries. I'm good. Just research it, intern, figure out if it really is what you think it is, because it's not what the TV portrays.
Oh yeah. As
No,
someone who used to be a lawyer for a while, yeah, I learned after a quick job shadow.
Yeah, job shadow. There you go. Job shadow, intern, anything. Yeah, it is. It always cracks me up to watch these shows where they commit the crime and then the next scene they're in court. Do you know how long it takes us to get to that step? You know, so yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. You were wonderful to speak with. And I'm really excited for kids at Truman and in the ISD to really get an idea of your kind of career and some really good insight. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.